Look what I just found while burying vines. A tooth. There's a tooth in the dirt. Like, is that a human tooth? Could be. Did someone get murdered out here and buried in my backyard? Was this in my compost pile and now there's human remains as my compost? Is it an animal? We will never know. Actually, I bet we could figure it out somehow if we found someone smart, but that is creepy. So it's Monday, June 12th. We had a beautiful sunny day yesterday, and I got stuck at work until 11 p.m. Gotta love healthcare and being short-staffed. But today it's partly sunny and warm, so I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to catch up on stuff because we're getting another week plus of rain. So I'm going to cut the winter rye. I'm going to till in some of this here because the pumpkin's starting to grow outside of the hoop house. I got to start training all these vines so that they kind of go where I want them to. You can see just their first day out in the wind, the leaves are all floppy, so I got to deal with that. Yeah, I got to bury vines. I got to clean up some messes. Got to amend the soil a little bit. I got all sorts of stuff to do, so I will keep in touch when I get all of that done. I made huge progress today. I got all the winter rye chopped up and I got a bunch of space tilled around each plant. I just want to show you quick the materials I'm working with here. This is my dinky little electric rototiller, and this is my little weed whacker. This guy is on his last leg. The only way to get it to start is you have to press this one, and then you have to twist at like the perfect angle, and it gets your grip in your forearm so bad that you can't grip anything the rest of the day. It's awesome. So this took me all day. I'm kind of sickly and not in very good shape, so it takes me a long time anyway, but not having a tractor or fancy machinery makes it that much harder. But I got it done. I'm super happy. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, but I should have a little bit of time in the morning. I have a few amendments I want to broadcast in this area. Most of the amendments are already in the soil, but there's a few that I like to go as the pumpkin grows. So I'm going to do that tomorrow before it rains. And then tomorrow, even if it does rain, I'll be able to work inside the greenhouse and get these vines pruned and trained and buried because I am so behind. I took my first leaf sample today. I'll actually be cutting off the leaf and just sending the stem out. They call it the petiole. And I send this over to Western Laboratories in Idaho, and what they do is they test to see what's in the tissue of the plant to see that it's taking in what it needs to, and if it's low, I will amend the patch as needed. This is the earliest I've ever done it, and that's because I'm trying to get it done before pollination so I can get the plant the nutrients it needs before the pumpkin's actually pollinated. I think that'll make a big difference, so we'll give it a shot. So I'm finally caught up with burying vines, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pitchfork the soil. You probably remember I had some walking boards all around this plant, and the point of the walking boards is to avoid compressing the soil any more than I have to. It still doesn't completely avoid soil compaction, but it definitely helps a lot. But between burying vines and walking around the plant so much when it was young, I just want to loosen up the soil a little bit and aerate it. And I use this pitchfork as a way to help aerate it without damaging any roots that may be in the area that I'm pitchforking. So it's pretty simple. I just take this little pitchfork, push it down, and just kind of lift the soil a little bit, and then I take it out, and then I keep doing that all the way around the plant.